This week we're looking at the wonderful If Ye Love Me by Thomas Tallis. This piece was first published in 1565 during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. And it's a fantastic example of Anglican music from the time. It's in English as opposed to Latin, which is what the pieces would have been in pre-Reformation. It's also in an ABB form where you have the first section and then the second section repeats. It was originally composed for 2 altos, a tenor and bass, but is usually performed several tones higher than the original pitch. Today we're going to perform it a tone lower than written here on the left, mainly to allow it for lower voices to join in, but also for me to sing everything at pitch. Any sopranos who are missing their top notes, I just suggest go and sing Va Pensiero first, and maybe Zadok the Priest, and then by the time you've sung that, perhaps you'll enjoy If You Love Me. In the meantime, everybody, do please enjoy today's rehearsal. I'll start with the sopranos, then the altos, the tenors and the basses. I'll put the times in the description, and then we'll all come together at the end for a lovely performance. So without any further ado, could I see the sopranos first, please? Hi sopranos, great to see you. So we're going to start with the what's written here, which is the contratenor 1 line, otherwise known as alto 1. And actually you can sing either alto 1 or alto 2 in this piece. The parts are interchangeable, but most people when they perform it keep the order of SATB. So we're going to start at the beginning, as we can see here, and we're going to start on this first note. And the first thing to say here is, of course, everything in this style is very, very smooth, very, very lyrical, and use all the opportunities you have to sing through the notes. All right, so as you grow through, if ye love me. Okay, as soon as you hit the note, give it some room, give it some tone, and let it grow. So your first line is after 4, 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Great. Now that the note on ments is only 2 beats. You have a breath, and then you carry on. So it's after 1. And 1, and I will pray the Father. That's lovely. So just make sure that you grow into that and you pull away at the end so it's beautifully shaped. Let's just sing that one more time, and I will pray. 3, 4, 1. And I will pray the Father. Very, very nice. You then have a bar of rest and then another beat, and you come in then in bar 10 and you sing after 1, 3, 4, 1. And he shall give you another comforter. Lovely. You'll see here you have some notes going across the bar. If I can just indicate here with the mouse. So this note here is tied and goes across the bar line. This one again is tied and goes across the bar. Of course, this wasn't written in the same way that modern music is, but you still get the sense of pushing through into the next group of 4. So, and he shall give you another comfort. So whenever you have those long notes that are going across a strong beat, push through, grow through, and you'll get the lovely sense of blossoming that this piece is supposed to have. So we've reached the midpoint already. Now the tenors and basses and altos set off with that he may bide. You then come in bar 17, and we come in after 1. Okay, I'm going to have to click down to the next page. Just make sure I've got the score ready to do that. There we are. So we're going to start here at that he. After 1, 3, 4, 1. That he may bide with you forever. Very nice. The note there, as written here at C, it's actually a B flat. It's the highest note in the piece. And so grow into that, enjoy it at pitch. That he may bide with you forever. And just treat those repeated notes very carefully, pulling away slightly on the second one. We then start this next section, and it's written even, but it's pronounced een, E-E-N. So the tenors start on there, in the spirit of, and it's at the spirit, in the spirit of truth. Okay, a little quirk of Old English there. So we're going to start in bar 22, and we come in after 1, 3, 4, 1. In the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth. Very, very nice. We then go back to the preceding page and we sing again. So let's sing all the way through from this double bar line. So I'll count you in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. That he may abide with you forever. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. In the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth. And that's your part. Thanks so much, sopranos. Look forward to seeing you at the end for a full sing-through. Hello, altos. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining me. Let's have a look at this part here. So I'm going to ask you today to sing Contra Tenor 2, Alto 2, marked in this score. But you notice there is also an Alto 1 part. The two parts are interchangeable. As I said in the introduction, it was originally written for 2 countertenors, 2 male singers, a tenor and a bass. And so you can sing whichever part you like. If you fancy having a go at the top alto line or the soprano line, you can watch the little bit in the video that I've just presented. But most people, if you sing this in the choir, the altos will sing this Alto 2 line. Okay, and it's a lovely, lovely line for the Alto 2. Here we go. We're going to take it from the beginning. Okay, and it goes after 4, 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Excellent. Try and keep all of the consonants nice and gentle. Keep the line growing where you can, particularly on that ascending line. All right, smiling also helps just to keep it in tune. Let's sing that together. 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Excellent. We've then got a fairly long rest there. We've got 2 beats plus 4 plus 1. You then come in on I Will Pray the Father, and we're looking here in the score. And we sing after 1, 3, 4, 1. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. And you see here, you've got a couple of opportunities to grow through some long notes. Here, and I will pray, grow there, the Father, because that one goes over a bar line, and we want to get that sense of growing into the next bar. And when you get to this little bit, the ka umfata, this is a bit of what's called melisma. It's unusual in this piece. If you notice, everything else is pretty strophic, 1 note per syllable. Here, you have a little bit of melisma, where you sing more than 1 note to the syllable. And so just enjoy that. Comforter. Excellent. Now we've reached the halfway point of the piece already. The tenors leap up to an F. That gives you your note. And we come in here in bar 15. And we come in after 2. 1, 2. That he may abide with you forever. With you forever. Excuse me, little frog in the throat there. Let's do that together. All right, that he may abide with you. 1, 2. That he may abide with you forever. With you forever. Excellent. Again, just watch out as you're climbing up the scale. that you're keeping everything beautifully light, that you're smiling here and keeping everything in tune. Okay, we then carry on. So we're in bar 20 here. And as I said to the sopranos, we don't sing even the spirit of truth. We sing in, as in E-E-N, the sprit, S-P-R-E-E-T, in the sprit of truth. There's a little quirk of Old English when you sing it. And so we're going to come in bar 20 after 2, 1, 2. In the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of truth. Lovely. Now you'll note there was a C there, at least it looks like a C. It's not a C, it's a B flat. So just make sure you lighten the sound and smile when you're singing up on that note. At that point, as you can see here, your line goes above the top alto, the soprano line, and so allow your voice to grow there and to blossom. Let's sing from E in the Spirit of Truth one more time to the bottom of the page, then we'll go back and we'll sing the whole second section one more time as written. So from bar 20, E in the Spirit. Nice deep breath. 1, 2. In the Spirit of Truth, in the Spirit of Truth, in the Spirit of Truth, in the Spirit of Truth. 1, 2. That He may abide with you forever, with you forever, in the Spirit of truth, in the Spirit of truth, in the Spirit of truth, in the Spirit of truth. Thanks so much indeed, altos. Well done. Look forward to seeing you at the end for a full performance. Hello, tenors. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's have a look at your part, shall we? So you're going to be singing the third line down here, the tenor part as written. And this is a beautiful line for tenors. You're going to be hovering around a sort of, well, as written here is C's and D's, and with the occasional F and G. Everything is down a tone, so your highest note is actually a concert pitch F, which should be right in that Goldilocks zone for tenors. Not too high, not too low, just right. So you start on the third of the chord, a lovely place to begin. And so you sing 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Let's sing that one more time together. Just one thing, when you sing love, can you make it a la as in lava? Thank you. You'll get that lovely whoosh on that note if you do that. One more time. 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Excellent. Now make sure you time that last note just right, 4 beats. You then have a single beat, and then you carry on almost straight away. You are echoing the soprano part here. And you sing after 3 in bar 6. 1, 2, 3. And I will pray the Father. All right, so the leap of the 4th. Open your mouth nice and wide to pray the Father. Sing all the way through. One more time, please. And I. 1, 2, 3. And I will pray the Father. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. We then go down. We're in bar 10, and we're going to sing from here to this point here in bar 14. We're going to finish Comforter. Now notice you then start the next section, but we'll leave that for a moment. We're going to go from bar 10 to bar 14. We come in after 3. 1, 2, 3. And he shall give you another comforter. And you notice here you've got the first crotchets, the first fast moving notes, relatively speaking. So when you get to that the comforter, enjoy that. Apart from anything else, it's a bit of melismatic writing where you have more than one note per syllable. For the most part, this is a strophic song, one note per syllable. Here you have more, so just enjoy that moment of lyricism. Let's sing that together from 10. 1, 2, 3. And he shall give you another comforter. Now you need to come off there quite quickly because we then press on. So we're now at the halfway point and we're going to pick it up here from bar 14 and we're going to climb up to this F, and just remember this is a lovely point for you. You get to climb all the way up. It's not quite the top of your range. It's only an E flat concert pitch, but it's still going to be a change from the first half. So grow into this note and we go 1, 2, that he may abide with you forever, that he may abide with you forever. Okay, you can see here we leap straight up, but we're going to just revise that first part one more time. So here we are from the middle of bar 14, after 2, 1, 2, that he may abide with you forever, that he may abide with you forever. Enjoy that B natural there in bar 19, because it's leading us here. And as soon as we land on the C here in bar 20, it's up a fifth. And this may take a little bit of practice to get that nice and clean. But let's look at this. And before we sing it, just please note it's not even the spirit of truth. It's in the spirit of truth. In, E-E-N, the spirit, S-P-R-E-E-T. It's a little quirk of Old English when you sing it. So we're going to come in after 1, 3, 4, 1. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. And then you notice here we go back to that, he, and we sing the second part again. So let's go from this G here in bar 20. We'll sing to the end and then we'll go back and we'll sing all the way through. So have fun, tenors. Here we go. In after 1, 3, 4, 1. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth, that he may abide with you forever, that he may abide with you forever. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. Thank you so much, tenors. Well done. Look forward to seeing you at the end for our full performance. Hello, basses. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's have a look at your part in this beautiful piece. Now, you're singing the bassus part, the bass at the very, very bottom. And just to say, this needs to be a very, very, quite an occluded performance. It can't be too crisp. It can't be desperately loud. You're supporting the texture at the bottom. You're not taking the same role as you would in a piece of Baroque or classical music. All of the lines in Renaissance music were independent, and so although you are at the bottom of the chord most of the time, it is still a rather nice lyrical line, but I would just keep it nicely sort of here. If ye love me. Okay, and you'll get that lovely, gentle, warm sound that we need. So, from the beginning basses, we sing 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's great. Just note that last note is 6 beats, and if you just heard from my performance, I was just pulling back ever so slightly. It can't be too loud. It's got to be very, very gentle and very, very supportive. One more time from the beginning. Thank you, basses. 2, 3, 4. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Very, very nice. Thank you, basses. So we next come in bar 8, and we take bar 7 as a rest. We come in on the 3rd beat of bar 8, and we come in after 2. We sing 1, 2, and I will pray the Father. And just smile as you sing. That'll help keep it in tune. And just notice the E natural on the way down. Okay, and then from bar 11 to the middle, the double bar in the middle, we sing after 1 and 1. And he shall give you another comforter. One more time, thank you, basses. And 1, and he shall give you another comforter. Great. We then have a 2-beat rest, and then you come in starting on the same note, that he may bide. And notice here you've got a long note going across the bar line. Grow through. Enjoy that moment. It's the highest note that you've got in the whole piece. And we sing after 4, 3, 4. That he may bide with you forever, may bide with you forever. Okay? And having said it was the highest note, it's not quite the highest note. Here we have a C, although it's at concert pitch, it's a B flat. And we come in here, we don't sing even, we sing een. Een, the spreet of truth. Een as in E-E-N, spreet as in S-P-R-E-E-T. And we sing after 3, 1, 2, 3. In the spreet of truth, the spreet of truth. All right, can we sing that one more time, please, basses, from bar 20. 1, 2, 3. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. Lovely. Then we sing the last phrase. We have 3 beats off. We start on the same note we finished on, and we sing 1, 2, 3. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. Then we go back to the double bar, and we come straight in on that he. So let's sing from the double bar to the end. Thank you, basses. This is the second time through. After 4, 2, 3, 4. That he may bide with you forever, may bide with you forever. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. 1, 2, 3. In the spirit of truth, the spirit of truth. And just notice a slight rowl at the end. Thank you so much, basses. I think it's time for a full sing through. If ye love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another tears.